Jack combo is everything you need to indulge. Add a patty. Why not? Make it a quad for a buck more, Jay. Can you handle a quad?
I think I could take another patty for $1.
I could, too. Sounds like lunch. Thank you, Jack in the Box. 8:39. Let's head into the Zoom room where we have Dave Deli'sola, Labor Director, standing by here with our labor update. Good morning, Dave. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you guys. I hope you guys are had a nice weekend. I enjoyed mine. Thank you.
Did you have 50 at your Easter?
No,
I know.
we only had about 10.
I keep telling these guys I was like 50, man. I'm hard with like 5. And
I'm not that popular to get 50 people.
yeah, Dave. Oh, you're pretty popular last week. There was a release you guys had sent out about little Tommy's doing a delivery over to the PUA and the FPUC staff, Dave.
Yeah, that was really caught us by surprise and very special. Yeah, I eat there, quite often when I try to get a slice because I can run in there, get a quick slice, and get out of there in 10, 15 minutes and be back to work. And I always enjoyed it. I missed doing that since this whole pandemic, but he just was so thankful because his business is surviving because of PUA. And I just out of the blue, he came by with all those pizza pies for those 311 and the PUA staff over at the AJC, and boy, did they have a good time with that. So I just wanted to thank him special for doing that so unexpectedly. And, it's nice that the staff feel appreciated because a lot of times on the other end of the phone, it's never pleasant. So when people are delayed in getting their monies and this and that, but we keep doing it. We keep cranking it out. And last the 30th, we batched 13.3 million, which was a little low. And then I found out that they only batched claims up to the 20th of March. So we were a week short of our normal batching, which was usually the Saturday before the Tuesday. So that's another reason why it was a little short. They only wanted to catch 1 week of the new Tier 3 program, the Biden program, just to make sure that we didn't have any major issues with it, because transitioning claims from Tier 2 to the Tier 3 was a lot of work behind closed door. And I am happy to say that everything went fairly well, other than your usual small little issues, but everything went well. So next Tuesday, the 13th, we will be batching, but this time we'll batch all the way up to the 10th of April, all claims, because that's the last week ending. So that should be a healthy batch, I would predict, if, when we do that. So I'm quite happy with the results of the transition to the ARPA, the American Relief Plan Act, something like that. That's we call Tier 3, that transition. The challenge was trying to get exhausted claims re-established and added the new weeks, because the original was 39, then it went 50, and now it's 79 weeks, which will take us through September 4th. And hopefully it'll be, smooth sailing here on out for that program, which is $345 for PUA and $300 for the FPUC. So $645 a week that'll be going out all the way through September. That's a healthy amount of money to keep people, sustained until they get back to work.
Right. As we start to reopen the island, and it's pretty busy out here, Dave. What type of exodus are we seeing from PUA and FPUC?
Well, we've been so busy just with the transition. I think with this next batch, we can get a better sense of the numbers. Because, like I said, it was cut short on the 20th when we batched on the 30th of March. And just the whole transitioning and working, behind the closed doors to make sure everything went smoothly was a monumental task. We got it out the same time as the states, and it went smoothly. So hold that question for 2 weeks from now after we run the next batch, and I can take a look at the data and see how those numbers come up.
You know, when you talked about the staff fielding a lot of calls, sometimes from irate customers, I guess you could say. Have you guys taken those steps to improve that, answering the phones and getting back to people? Because, you know, usually when we have you on, people say, oh, they can't get through, but I haven't seen those comments in the last couple times you came on, so just wasn't sure where we at with that.
Well, we are constantly striving. I think one of the biggest things is that we got a constant staff that are working. Before, what you didn't know is that we had so many out because of contact tracing and problems that, on average, we lose 3-4 staff just because of exposures. That has seemed to subside. And we seem to have the constant full staff available. We also have Jotnya Library and the Deli'sola Library open. So those are running smoothly. So knock on wood, we keep continuing to, have full staff. And, now that we're transitioning to the third, hopefully once we help those people with issues, they'll be good all the way through the rest of the program. So we're knocking out, slowly but surely these claimants with problems. And we continue to keep working and fixing them, and we'll catch up and things will get better. I'm confident.
Are you guys still seeing a lot of people trying to fraud the system, or is it kind of slowed down?
I think it's kind of slowed down, and I'm hoping that it is attributed to the press releases of the, nothing's, and that was the whole thing why we pushed it with the FBI and the AG's office. We wanted to show the island that, these are federal funds, and, frauding the federal government isn't to be taken lightly. So I'm hoping that that was a deterrent to everybody that, just be honest, and there's lots of money there. We're pretty easy in giving it out. As long as you qualify, we will do our best to make sure that, we get the money to you. So, let's not take advantage of the system and try to get more claims than what's necessary. So, yeah, I think it's quieted down a little bit, but, that doesn't mean that it's still not there. We've been busy trying to, like I say, transition to the new period, the new tier 3. So once that's all running smoothly, we'll circle around and start auditing again and start to check and see if there's, any more activities of fraud going on.
We had a couple comments here. What to do if you went to Deli'sola Library to file a claim? Lot said in progress for 2 weeks, and now it says no record. What do we do?
Say that again. It said what in 2 weeks?
Went to Deli'sola Library to file a claim. It said in progress for 2 weeks, and now it says no record.
Oh, that I've never heard. And go back to Deli'sola and get it fixed, or give us a call. Maybe, through the transition between tier 2 to tier 3, some glitches or some issues have occurred. Very small amount, but when you're dealing with tens of thousands of claims, anything can happen when it comes to a computer system. So as long as she has all her paperwork and stuff, it should be easy to fix. And I don't go in and fix claims. So it's hard for me to kind of armchair it.
Right. We had another one here. Quick question. How about the pay date from the 30th for us who haven't exhausted our 50th week? We haven't received any direct deposit yet. Thank you.
The money hit the banks today. I think you have to, it takes us a little bit more time when we went from the tier 2 to the tier 3 when we batched that 13 million. We were a little bit more diligent in confirming these numbers and making sure, because we have three numbers. We have the PUA, the FPUC, and the LWA, and we transitioned from the tier 2 to tier 3. So we had to pull up those reports and make sure that the numbers were solid and well. So I was told this morning that the drawdown hit the banks. So they should be getting it today or maybe tomorrow. Okay. So, depending on what bank you have. So, when everything runs smoothly, you might get it Friday, Saturday. But when some things take a little bit longer, it's usually on a Monday that the money hits the banks. So look for it any day this week. It should be flowing out.
David, just wanted to ask before we let you go. We interviewed Ken Laguardia from the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers regarding this federal contract. I'm sure you're familiar with the situation, but he had said that they had filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board. And I want to say he said something about also reaching out to USDOL. Has your office been contacted by the union? And if so, or the speaker or anybody?
The speaker wrote out to us, and this would be a USDOL, Patrick Candeletta issue, and not something that would, it could cross our path, but we would bow to him first. And we're in partnership. We have a great MOU working together through the PUA. Some of the wage and hour cases that were filed, we gave to him because we were just so, inundated getting PUA out. So that would go to him, and unless he would punt it to us, but it is a USDOL issue. And I know that they're on top of it, and I'm aware of it, and I've been watching it and monitoring it and keeping a close eye to see if there is anything that our office can do. But as it stands now, it's with USDOL.
Okay. So the wage and hour complaints, maybe I'll just check you offline on that. But I know that you guys are doing a lot of it as PUA and FPUC, but do you still get like complaints that fall under your regular?
Everything is still being handled business as usual. We're just double timing it. Our wage and hour people are taking complaints. It is actually, a little bit more activity than normal. And they're being looked at and being handled. And like I said, and when in between all that, they're helping out with the adjudications for PUA. So everybody's wearing multiple hats here. And we continue to do that 6 days a week. And everything, I'm happy to say, is being handled.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, guys.
Call us over for the next pizza party. We'll do a link on location.
Sure.
Okay.
I would love to do that. I didn't even get any of the pizza. The staff got it all.
Oh, that's good. Right on. Okay, Dave.
All right.
Thanks. Appreciate
Stay
your
safe.
time.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Easter again. Dave Deli'sola, Labor Director, 853 Earth Month. Sabrina?
Yes, and I guess before we go to Paul, if he's still coming
He's running
on.
a little bit late.
Okay, well,
Okay.
thanks
We have
for
time.
the update. All right.
Yeah.